From the Detroit Free Press in the heart of the Motor City, it's Monday, March 2nd. Here are today's top stories. Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
Hi, this is Kathleen Gray, and I cover state and national politics for the Detroit Free Press. In 2020, the Democratic Party is depending on Detroit voters to help defeat President Donald Trump in November. Detroiters are reliable Democrats, giving former President Barack Obama 97% of their vote in 2008 and 2012, and 95% of their vote to Hillary Clinton in 2016. But in 2016, more than 42,000 Detroit voters stayed home, compared to turnout in 2012, rather than vote for Clinton or Trump. And that was one of the factors that helped Michigan flip from blue to red in 2016. Detroiters seem determined to defeat Trump this year, but they're not united on which candidate they want to face Trump in the fall. And they're not sure turnout numbers will be any better than 2016.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kristen Shamus. Rosalinda McDavid has a plane ticket to return home Monday. It'll be the first time she has stepped foot in her Northwest Detroit house since January 17th. That's because she was among the nearly 3,700 passengers on the Diamond Princess. The luxury cruise liner was quarantined off the coast of Japan after a passenger was diagnosed with the novel coronavirus. It wasn't long before there was an outbreak among the ship's passengers and crew. McDavid and her siblings were all quarantined in their cabins for 12 days. That's when the U.S. State Department chartered 2 airplanes to bring them home. But it wouldn't be the end of her ordeal. McDavid and her siblings then had to undergo a second 14-day quarantine at Travis Air Force Base in California. As of Sunday, there were 705 cases of coronavirus among the passengers and crew, and 6 people from the Diamond Princess have died. So far, McDavid has been among the lucky ones. "I am feeling great," she told the Free Press, "and she'll feel even better when she's home again." To read McDavid's story and to learn more about coronavirus, go to freep.com.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. If not for an unnamed witness and a Northern Michigan newspaper reporter, Emmett County's on-call chief assistant prosecutor may have gotten away with a New Year's Eve hit and run. Instead, the witness's detailed note led police to the assistant prosecutor, and a reporter who recognized the perpetrator's name when going through court records got to the bottom of what turned out to be a much more complex story. According to the police report, Michael Skidema hit a car, drove away, got into a second crash, slurred his words when the officer called him, went home, and refused to be questioned by police. The next day, Skidema turned himself in, pleaded guilty to hitting the vehicle, and was fined $350. Skidema, who was 38, did not return calls from the Free Press seeking comment. But because of what the reporter brought to light, outraged residents are now demanding Skidema be fired and urging that his boss, the prosecutor who is up for re-election, be voted out of office. They say that Skidema could have killed someone and appears to have gotten away with a slap on the wrist. It's also an issue that the Attorney Grievance Commission will be looking into.
This is J.C. Reindl for the Detroit Free Press. It was 25 years ago that the very first Biggby Coffee opened in East Lansing. That coffee shop was situated in a former Arby's restaurant, one of the very early Arby's designed to look like a covered wagon. The business was called Beaner's Coffee back then. Today, Biggby is a major regional coffee chain with 240 locations in 11 states and plans to open 50 more by year's end. Co-founders Bob Fish and Mike McFall say they are constantly receiving offers to buy their business. Those offers come from private equity firms, wealthy families, and others. But they say they have no interest in selling because then, what else would they do with their time?
Do you like what you're hearing in our news briefing? Let us know, whether it's a question, comment, or something you just want to hear. You can share your opinion by emailing us at voice@freep.com. That's voice@freep.com. See you tomorrow.